Well, coming out with 16 cars to start our Wissota Superstock feature. We'll set the field, and it'll look something like this. Donnie Lofdahl will have the pole, the number 7 JV. Car owned by Joe Vork. Donnie's racing out of Duluth, Minnesota. He'll start from the point. Alongside of him, the yellow number 8, Keith Kern from Superior. Row 2 will consist of Tristan Labarge from Kelly Lake, Minnesota in the 19, and Dave Flynn from Superior, the 29F, jumping out of the mid-mod, and there he's out there with the Superstock. Row 3 to the inside is Nick Oreskovich from Mason, Wisconsin, the Flying Farmer, the number 21F, alongside Willie Johnson Jr. from Superior in the 18. Row 4 in, very fast, number 30, Kevin Burdick from Proctor, Minnesota. And alongside of him, Scott Lawrence had a big heat win earlier tonight. The number 77 is from Superior. Row 5, down low, Shane Kissling from Sorona, Wisconsin in the 6th. Row 5, up high, Kurt Becken from Otsego, Minnesota in the 70X, making his first appearance here. Row number 6 to the inside, Jim Campbell from Two Harbors, Minnesota in the white and green number 12. Row 6 to the outside, Spencer Sorensen from Duluth, Minnesota in the 18S. Row 7 will consist of DJ Keeler from Superior in the 12 in gray and black, and Adam Shin, the red number 14S from Duluth. And down the back line, Kurt Myers from Cameron, Wisconsin, the 1M, and Dave Moss from Bethel, Minnesota in the 2. A couple of guys who you don't expect to start that deep in a feature field, but if they do, look out. And Kurt Myers, we talked about him earlier. He was your feature winner here last week in the opening round of the Fastlane Motorsports Northland Superstock Series. He won in Proctor on Sunday night, this past Sunday night. He has an opportunity, if he should win tomorrow night in the series finale at the ABC Raceway in Ashland, Wisconsin. Should he win that one, there's Myers. Should he win that one, not only a pretty good chance of winning the series, but also he will take the $1,200 bonus for sweeping all 3 races. If he should win the series, if he should win all 3 races, he could take home a check. Total checks worth about $4,500 by the time all is said and done, out of a $23,000 purse for that series.
Well, that's a pretty good. That's a pretty good week's work, I guess, or a weekend or whatever.
Well, it was supposed to be only a weekend, and now it's turned out to be kind of an extended week here. And Myers, of course, what's ironic about it is the ABC Raceway has run one show all year so far. Lots of problems fighting weather, fighting track conditions. They've won one complete show. And guess who won the Superstock feature that night?
It could have been Kurt Myers.
It could have been, yes, indeed. Myers has been a very strong runner there. So they'll get the field straight away, and I look at this starting lineup and I see guys like Lofdahl and Kern on the front row who've just got to be itching to get going, because here's an opportunity for these guys to really get out front and run. You've got guys like Oreskovich, Johnson, Burdick, Lawrence in a bunch, Kissling in a bunch about 2 or 3 rows back. And then you've got Myers and Moss who've got to weave their way through the entire field, and those 2 guys know how to do it. This is a very entertaining lineup to me.
It's going to be fun watching those guys come from the back. You know, there's a lot of avoidance happening out there besides passing.
So. And you know, we talked about this last week as well. Superstocks are a very competitive field. You can come up with, you get a 16-car field there, and you can go through and say there's probably 8 or 10 guys that are realistic winners, realistic feature contenders, and then you've got 2 or 3 guys you can go, yeah, he could do it. I like a guy like Keith Kern sitting out in the front there going, you know, I'm out front already. All I got to do is hold off, hold on to that spot for a few laps. He's quick enough.
About 20 of them.
Yeah, just a few. Donnie Lofdahl on the pole. Great story there.
The Vorkmobile.
The Vorkmobile. I like that. His grandfather, the late, great Don Rosine, track champion here, there, and everywhere. One of the all-time greats in the history of stock car racing in the Northland. Donnie racing with that Rosine decal on the side of every car that he's run since his grandfather's loss. One more time around. 16 cars scheduled to start. 20 laps. WISSOTA Superstock feature event here on night at the Amsoil Speedway with the special guests of honor, the Advantage RV Modified Series. They'll be coming up next. Lofdahl wins the whole shot, goes into 1 and 2, and he's got the early advantage. Flynn slides up into second spot. Labarge in the 19. Flynn down low, challenging Lofdahl for the lead early. And then they are 3, 4, 5 wide for a moment coming off at turn 4. Still 3 wide. Oreskovich caught a marker tire. You saw the 21 car get a little sideways as he battles with Kern for third. Side by side for the lead. Flynn trying to get a bite down low. Lofdahl up high and stays around it. The old momentum line. And a car into the pits already. And a car around in turn number 4. It's Keith Kern. And everybody misses it.
I think that was Willie Johnson that ended up going into the pits.
Probably a good thing that he does not know, but they were checking the 29F car in the Midwest Modifieds as Dave Flynn got into his Superstock, and he has been disqualified.
We got to go back to the WISSOTA Midwest Modified feature. Is that correct?
Yeah.
29F. Dave Flynn disqualified from his run in the Midwest Modified feature. So, and that was a third place run there. So, moved Tyler Kittner up a notch. And I'm trying to think if it was Tyler Luger that finished 6th, I think, and now he'll be awarded a 5th place run, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have past 5th place in the original rundown. We've got our spot statistician here checking things over, trying to come up with a finishing order for us. But our understanding is just announced here just from next door by Mark Fleischer, track announcer here at the Amsoil Speedway, that Dave Flynn's 29F in the Midwest Modified feature, third place finisher, disqualified after technical inspection. And it has been confirmed. Donnie Lofdahl, 7 JV. Joe Fork's got to be smiling right now. That car's on the point. But he's got company. Flynn contact with Oreskovich right off the get-go. Flynn catches a marker tire down low, and Lofdahl catches a break to the inside. Burdick in the blue 30 working against Oreskovich for third. They are side by side, first 3 rows. And then 3 wide for a moment, coming off the third, 4 for 7. Flynn edging ahead of Lofdahl down the back chute. Oreskovich right there. That's Burdick in the 30. Kissling in the 6 now moving into position, and Lawrence in the 77 just off the scoreboard top 5. I love this kind of racing. Side by side, shuffling for positions. Great racing action throughout, and a lot of cars very evenly matched. The whole field still pretty much on the same section of the racetrack, the same straightaway. Flynn trying to get away. Burdick challenging Lofdahl for second. Oreskovich, Kissling, Lawrence. There's your battle for second. Burdick has got it. There's the distance to Flynn in the lead. Oreskovich trying to work inside against Lofdahl. That is for third, and they're rubbing all the way down the front straight. There is some bite down low. You see that Flynn's, Oreskovich's 21F. Kissling 6, pulling the left front tires off the ground. That's a lot of bite down low to do that with a Superstock. They're usually not that well balanced. Battle for the lead, down the back chute. Flynn's got it. Burdick is throwing everything at him he can. Here's a move to the inside. Flynn holds him up. Burdick challenging again. Catching those market tires and around goes the 30. Kevin Burdick. A little too aggressive in two. He's done that several times in the heat race.
I think he caught a marker tire.
Oh, yes.
Flipped him around.
That was a tough break for a very strong runner. And hopefully the boys in the truck will get that one back on in just a moment here.
We'll find out exactly. Remember the Northland Superstock Series, sponsored by Fastlane Motors.
We've got another replay we're going to show you first. Bring you that one first. This is some early stuff. This is Oreskovich and Lofdahl getting together, and Lofdahl's 7 JV getting into the wall. That was on the restart. And yet, Lofdahl was still able to hang on to it. Now the challenge.
There it is, right there.
And oh my goodness, did he catch them?
He got
a couple of them, yes. And as my old friend Jim Cleveland used to say, I don't know why you hit them. They're attached to the county. Just curious, but Jerry, I think